Good day, everyone. Jim Laird joining you. Let's see if I can pronounce this or announce this correctly. Diariomo, Nicaragua. Diariomo. So pronouncing it wrong or announcing it wrong. I hope you had a great 4th of July, and whatever that means to you. I won't get into that at this point. I think for most of you, it just remain unsaid with everything that's going on right now. So having a blast. This is a really beautiful area. I went to Messiah yesterday. Good morning, Melissa. Went to Messiah yesterday, which is literally 15 minutes north of me, and just a beautiful, beautiful town. Was checking out some gyms there in the area. I found a couple gyms I like in Granada, but there's a couple places I wanted to check out in Messiah. Super, super, really cool places. Really simple gyms with great equipment. Lots of great. They're really big into leg machines here. Like they've got the best leg machines here, the best squat machines. Really interesting stuff. So I'm really looking forward to checking that out. I'll probably end up going. I've got a live. That is correct. It's all a giant smoke show at this point. I would call it. It's basically gaslighting at this point. It's just flagrant, in your face gaslighting at this point. So I don't even pay attention to it at all. So I have a Spanish lesson in person this afternoon in Granada. So I'm going to work out in Granada. I'm either going to go right after this and train and then go to my Spanish lesson, or I'm going to train after my Spanish lesson. I really try not to drive my motorcycle at night here on the roads. It can be a little crazy. So we'll see. We'll see. But then again, if I work out first, then I'm all sweaty sitting through, 2 hours on a bus. So we're riding the bus today. The importance of let's talk about this first. So Dr. Stillman and I on Monday are doing our live at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking about what they don't want you to know about integrative medicine, which is one of Dr. Stillman's favorite topics. So then we're going to do a live on that. We're going to answer some questions. So tune in for that. You can tune in on either one of our YouTube channels. We also live streaming on Facebook, not on Instagram because I'm going to try and figure out I know how to do it on Instagram. And then you have to start the live. It's just a little more complicated. So we're going to be discussing that. And then our Thursday deep dive next week is going to be what they don't want you to know about integrated medicine. And because it's on our private StreamYard account, this account, but it's not streaming live, we're going to be able to talk about a lot of the things we can't say here on YouTube. So, and we'll be able to answer your questions. We're really looking forward to doing that. So the importance of new and challenging things. And I'll tell you what, I think two of the things that people really struggle with is I think we've been sold this kind of this lie that life is supposed to be easy, which I think is a huge lie. Like human experience throughout history has been very difficult, and comfort really doesn't really lead to anywhere. Continuous comfort. I think seeking comfort is normal and natural, but having nothing but comfort leads to some serious laziness and decadence. So it's a really fine line that you want to make sure that you now we've got the opposite extreme where people are literally torturing and punishing themselves in the name of challenge, like somebody like Goggins. You don't have to run ultra marathons and fracture your shins, and because that has consequences too, which he's going to pay a price for that eventually if he's already not paying a price for driving his body like a stolen car. So there needs to be somewhere in the middle. But like, for example, with me, like the Spanish is kicking my ass. It makes my head hurt. It's frustrating. There are times I want to give up, but I know I want to learn the language here, at least be competent to speak to people while I'm traversing Nicaragua. Particularly, I don't want to be one of those gringos that doesn't learn the language. I want to at least be able to converse with people. So it takes a lot of effort. And then to move to a country where I don't know anybody and I don't speak the language, that's very uncomfortable. It's challenging. I think people, as they age, I think one of the reasons why people decay is because they get comfortable, they quit challenging themselves. So you want to challenge yourself in a way that doesn't destroy your health or your physical body, but you want to basically challenge yourself enough that you don't decay mentally or physically, right? So there's a fine line there, right? And sometimes there's things that you just can't control, and that's just life, right? There's things in your life that you're not going to be able to control, and you still have to, get up and shovel that. John Wilburn talks about the pile of dirt, and going to training camp at the NFL. Everybody's got a pile of dirt, and some days you're going to be able to shovel one or two or three scoops, and other days you're going to get a teaspoon. But as long as you're moving that dirt until the day the good Lord takes you away, that's really the name of the game. So just wanted to get on here real quick, remind you about that live on Monday morning. Hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week on the live, and then seeing you on the webinar on Thursdays, where we get into a deeper dive. And of course, if you want to access those Thursday calls and access an exclusive Q&A with Dr. Stillman and I, you can join our monthly membership, which is basically $1 a day. You can do that at stillmanwellness.com. You can also sign up for our email list at stillmanwellness.com, so you get on those Thursday live Q&A lessons, so to speak. So have yourself a great day. Figure out a way to challenge yourself today. And it might be, if your fitness sucks, it might be going for walks. It might be starting a simple strength training program. It might be learning a new language. It might be learning a new instrument. It might be something a little more aggressive, like running a 5K, or not that that's overly aggressive, but you know what I mean? Just pick something that challenges yourself and make sure you prepare yourself for it. You're not, you don't do it in a way that's reckless. Obviously, you don't want to I'm going to prove my speed by running across a freeway and make sure I don't get hit by a car, right? So that would be a not so wise way of working on your speed and acceleration. So have yourself a great day. Don't forget to get outside, and we will see you next week.